Well, sorry, sorry, Lolly and Mobile for this one. I know you don't like tier lists, but hey, we gotta do it. So, Dokkan Best exclusives. I'm gonna be considering everything at Rainbow level just to try to keep some consistency, because obviously a lot of this stuff can vary at other levels. For the most part, I'm gonna be talking in regards to Dokkan events, but of course I'm gonna actually include stuff like, of course, FSBR, um, SBR, probably not Battlefield as much. The Goku event, I'll mention that, and World Tournament for someone like Easy Broly, but outside of that, yeah, that's pretty much it. For SBR, I'm not going to mention them, so I'm only going to mention them on stage that they can use them, obviously. Superclass defaults for every Superclass person that doesn't have a stage, and other than that, we'll just go over on their own personal stages. Monotype stages as well. So let's go. I guess we'll go in chronological order. JP order, I guess, but I might deviate to global. We'll see. Alright, so let's just start with this man right here. Easy Broly. B tier. Yeah, he's just good, decent defense, decent offense. He only gets his defensive buffs when he attacks, but that's alright, I guess. World Tournament, he's a good option if you don't have LR Broly. I had a random before I get LR Broly. He works, not nearly as well as LR Broly, but good a sub option, decent, tank a little bit better than LR Broly for the most part. But B I think is where he belongs. So Texel, oh boy, okay. I'm gonna toss Texel on S tier. Texel is good, very good defensively in terms of raw defense. He's not gonna be tanking supers. He can tank supers and some stuff like SBR's, like Resurrected Warriors SBR stage. If I don't know if there's any, I don't remember if there's any AGL units, but he'll do pretty good in there. I'll be able to tank normals for sure, as long as you get him a decent number of orbs. He got the healing. His damage output leaves us a little bit to be desired. Android team, I don't know, he's not that great, I guess. He is on the best Android team. He's on the best version of the Android team in terms of offensive potential, and that Android team is pretty tanky, of course. But we're just going to leave him there. It seems like a good spot for him for now. So, Kid Buu, oh boy, here we go. Okay. Okay, so I kind of want to put him in SSS, but I feel like this tier is gonna get super saturated a little later on. So I'll leave him in SS for now. One of the best support units in the game, probably second. Yeah, it's second or first for sure. That's pretty much what he does. He's just, you can toss him on whatever team he's usable on. Transformation boost, fucking Realm of Gods, whatever you want. Really good unit, good defense, good offense. The only problem I really have with him is, so if you're under 80% HP, if you only went down from 50% attacking defense to 30% attacking defense, but you kept the 2 key, that'd make him better in my opinion. But you don't, so that can be a little bit annoying, especially if you're on a rotation that kind of needs the key, especially since he has no key links. But other than that, yeah, really good unit. So we'll keep an SS for now. He might move up or down. So next is Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I believe. Yeah, here we are. Okay, I'm just gonna toss him. S tier, I guess. Good on movie heroes. Good on Super Saiyan, that's where I guess. His 7 turns won't really run out in most cases. The only thing we'll run out on is the Goku event. Other than that, good on Super Saiyan 3, of course. Just an overall good unit, good defense, pretty good offense. Yeah, overall good unit. Okay, next I believe, okay, well this is Global JP, but we'll just stick with JP order, so we'll go STR Gogeta, the king himself. Alright, I don't know, we can talk, oh, okay, yeah, I do know actually, SSS tier. Alright, so his leader skill, like many of these, like Kid Buu's a weird rainbow leader, like freaking mono 70% to their types. He's 77 and 3 key to all allies. That is good, for sure. I mean, okay, it's not good. It's okay. It works, but you're not really using it for his leader skill. You're using it on movie heroes. That's movie heroes fusion. That's his team. That's where he shines. Very high damage output. One of the hardest hitting T-Wars in the game. Good defense, not ridiculous, but it gets the job done. Can lower attacking defense as well, so that's something else. Attack's a little more helpful than the defense lowering, of course. Alright, so, ho ho ho. Where are you, my beautiful friend? Ah, there he is. Easy Age and Embo. Well, right up there with Gogeta. I'm not ordering this yet. I might do it later on, but... Easy Age and Embo. Whew. Alright, you don't hit as hard as Gogeta, but that's... Your animation is about as short as Gogeta's, which is kind of nice, because with Gogeta, one other thing is kind of just murder phases really quickly with a quick animation, which is really nice, so you can go a little bit faster. But back to Janemba, yeah, Tank God, SBR, Extreme Stage, whatever you really want to do with him there. I mean, we can really use him outside the Extreme Stage, I forget. Well, whatever, Extreme Stage, he works. Yep, SBR, good tank, can hit really hard as well. The way you can calculate him up, he gets a little bit more from support units than someone who's all-star turn, but not a pure boost or anything. Very good defensive unit, can dodge, and is just overall fantastic. That's why he's in this tier. Whew. Alright, I kind of am a little bit shaky on this, but we'll just outright. Full power Frieza, I'm not shaky on that, that's right after Anniversary on JP. Yeah. No, sorry, not that. Okay, so between S and SS, if there's an in-between here, I'd put him there, but his damage output is very... It's good, of course. Okay, so his own personal damage output isn't that absurd, but with support units, since he gets a pure boost, that really can help him out. Okay, and he's only good really on Wicked... His really good team is Wicked Bloodline and Transformation Boost. I mean, Transformation Boost at this point, that's pretty much old Transformation Boost. Transformation Boost at this point is basically just Merge Zamasu. But if you're running Boo as lead, yeah, he works, really. Well, on that team, basically a Frieza rotation, but that's how it used to be. Anyway, good unit. SS tier for now, I guess. I'd probably move him down. I'll just put him on top of S. Okay, so... Next we have in Ultimate Gohan, I believe. So, in Ultimate Gohan, A tier, he's solid. Nothing fantastic. He can super early on Majin Buu Saga, which is nice. His damage output is pretty good, defensive ability pretty good as well. Again, supering early is nice, but his lack of prayer for battle does hurt other units around him. So he doesn't need any key to super, but other units do, and that's a little bit unfortunate. Same case, he could work on Goku's lineage but again, doesn't give LR prayer for battle. But LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku's so efficient or self-sufficient that it doesn't matter too much. But again, you just want to give him as much key as you can. So, Gohan is just a good unit, so that's why I'm putting him in A tier. I don't think he's as good as these three, but definitely solid. That greatly raising attack is certainly interesting. The infant stack on greatly raising attack with level 15 immense. But I haven't seen him on the Goku event that much. It could be interesting there, but not having defense really isn't going to help him out, even if he stacks a ton. Anyway, let's move on. So, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, solid S tier. One of the best defensive units in the game as long as you have his passive active, and that's going to be active in pretty much every event except for the Goku event, when you actually need it in the Goku event. So, SBR, Super Stage, tank really well in that. Of course, 80% reduction without any restriction other than 10 turns is very, very good. His damage output, even without his support passive on Super Saiyan 3, he can break 1,000,000 attack stat. It's not horrendous. Yeah, he's definitely a good option. Say an S tier. Definitely better than Gohan. So S tier for him. Alright, Beerus. This isn't Fighter Beerus we're talking about. Anyway, so Beerus chills up here in SSS. Doesn't really matter where I put him. Like I said, I haven't ordered it yet, but oh boy, he's one of the hardest hitting TURs. It's like, I think he kind of beats out, I'm pretty sure he beats out Gogeta. If you use the 170 variant of movie bosses, definitely beats out Gogeta, but since 150 might be the more potent way to go because of the new LR Broly. But regardless, LR Beerus him with LR Beerus is quite a powerful combination, especially, I guess, that double Tierlist Golden Frieza floating on the 150 movie bosses, because that's just a ridiculous amount of key. That's a lot of key. Or a lot more than you'd normally suspect to get. I guess Turles only gives one more in the floating Broly to the LR, but he also gives the Beerus, so you can not focus on Beerus getting key a little bit more, since he only shares 2 key with the LR and shocking speed. Good on siblings bond / Goku family with the LR Beerus. Not you kind of want to incentivize, you want to maximize LR Goten and Gohan more, but still, very good card, good defense, good, amazing offense, and yeah, also that transformation on SVR can be pretty valuable. Raging out. Alright, so, oh, the king himself, or is he? Not you. AGL Super Vegito. Alright, this pains me, but of course he's going into the A tier. So, his niche, the thing that keeps him in A tier is that his niche is, he has something that above his upgraded counterpart. Physical Super Vegito, here he is going to hit a lot harder than he's going to hit a lot harder than AGL does. But AGL can tank normals on more difficult events more consistently, so Batara, SPR, AGL, it's going to tank any normal attack you go up against. It doesn't matter who from. 80% reduction is just insane. Physical Super Vegito, 50%. It's still going to take some decent damage, unless you have defensive support on rotation, in which case, like I said, defensive support is just so powerful when you have damage reduction. But, yeah, so AGL Super Vegito, good option. Has a niche outside that makes him better in a way than his upgraded counterpart, which is very good. So, that's where he sits. So, next is SSB Kaioken. Yeah, okay. Oh, actually, nope. There's, well, who's the boy who came with AGL Super Vegito? Oh, the disappointment himself. Alright, so Physical Broly is, I kind of want to put him in C tier, because he's not that bad. Okay. The problem with him is that he has two upgrades, this Broly and then LR Broly. I'm trying to stay away from talking about future stuff, but he has a lot of potential. Double super attacks is strong, of course. AA stack, whatever it may be. Him himself, worst stats of a Dokkan Fest exclusive, for sure. Because all the old ones have easy A's now, so he's definitely sitting at the bottom. His stats are atrocious. Even post easy A stats aren't that great. If you look at his post easy A stats, because you can just look at that for a factorial. Anyway, I'm still leaving him in D tier, yeah, because he just has too many replacements, and he's just not that good of an option. His defense is trash. His offense is not that great. Pretty lackluster, in fact. So, D tier for Broly. So sad. Not really. Okay, now we have Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, C tier. So, what makes him above Physical Broly? Physical Broly, in all honesty, definitely can hit harder than Blue Kaioken. There's no doubt about that in my mind. But Blue Kaioken has better defense, just from the plus 10k and having better stats. That's just straight up that's just straight up how it is. He does lose HP, which is awfully okay. It's not that bad. It's only 5%. Heal that back not too bad with orbs now, but that's not really the problem with him. It's just his damage is just awful. His link set is godly, of course. Warrior God, Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle, and then your Kamehameha was, for attack links, and then you have the Holy Trinity of a T-Link, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Order Flash. Another thing with him is, if he easy A's, his competition for Super Saiyan Blue Goku's of the same name, of course, as he shares the name with every other Super Saiyan Blue Goku, isn't that strong. So, the ROF one is strong, but he can easily suppress him. Easy A one from the Broly event, strong, but he can easily suppress him, so he doesn't have much of an issue suppressing those, so he could definitely be a lot better in the future. But for now, he's going to sit in C tier. Alright, boo, go tanks. Mr. Easy A, so only 70% lead with an Easy A right now. There's 200% with an Easy A, but whatever. Alright, here you are, my friend. Alright, SS or S, honestly. I kind of want to say, okay. That's tough. That's tough. Alright, I'm just going to leave him here. Because I feel like I'm going to put Physical in S tier. That's probably where I'm going to end up putting a lot of the 120 leads. A lot of the better 120 leads. Because, okay, he tanks better than Physical just by, even without his defense, when he gets 11 key or less, he's going to tank better just because he doesn't lose 30% defense at the start of turn, right? So, he also gets a pure support from, okay, he gets a pure boost from support units. Like, physical gets a very muddy boost since he gets 180. But he gets an absolute pure boost on his 140. So he's a very strong unit in his own right. He doesn't have much trouble on 11 key on the Super Saiyan 3, except for one rotation where Buff Ku actually forces him into 12. But of course, he doesn't actually give support to physical, but he gives support to 8 attack, so it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. If you're looking at their personal attack per turn, it matters, but if you're actually looking at how much the team is going to output, then tech's just going to be better. So that's where Gotenks is going to sit for now. Definitely think his EZA could have made him a little bit better, just give him immense on his 12 key, but whatever. Alright. Next is Buhan, I think? No. Golden Frieza. Yeah. I'm feeling Golden Frieza was next. You are an SS tier. Golden Frieza is incredibly tanky. 80% reduction when HP is 3% or below, 50% when it's below. He doesn't hit. He hits pretty hard as well. You get up to 80% attack, so it's 80% when he has 80% damage reduction, and 130% attack when he has 50% reduction. Very good tank. He's not going to hit out of this world, but he does what he needs to do. Resurrected Warriors, SBR, he's going to slap that. Extreme Tech slaps that. Dokkan events, I guess, he's a good option on Wicked Bloodline. Yep, definitely a solid option on any team he's on. So, moving on, now it's Buhan. Hello, Buhan. Yeah, okay, C tier. So, C tier, Buhan is... One, he doesn't have any replacement at all in the entire game. He's the best Buhan in the game because he's the only Buhan in the game. The only other Buhan in the game is a transformed Buhan, which you can link with, so it doesn't matter, and you can obviously go on the same team as physical or STR transforming Buu. He has a one niche on Extreme Int SBR where you can use the 13 strategy. Since his healing is actually pretty impactful when you have 60k HP, it's very impactful when you only have 60k HP. Other than that, just not fantastic anymore. Definitely, I remember the days of the debate between these two. Definitely on the side of my King SV, but yeah, no, but Super Vegeto's aged much better than Buhan has. And overall, I'll just leave him in C for now. He definitely has a lot of potential, but like I said, I don't want to mention that too much. Even though I already have. So, next we have Omega. Yeah, that sounds about right. Where are you, STR Omega? The white guy. I mean, what? Alright, so, D tier. So, physical slaps him in every regard, except for he gives 10%, he debuffs enemies 10% more. It's like, okay, whatever. That doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you can't even use him with Shadow Dragon Saga. And on full power, like, why would you run him? There's no reason to run him over physical. He's fine, I guess. He has shocking speed with LR Gohan, Beerus rotation. But, yeah, just not something you want to run. Especially when physical exists. Alright, so, next we have... Goku. Oh shit. Goku Black. No, physical Goku Black. S tier. Yeah, S tier. Like I said, I'm not ordering it. So, S tier just because. Alright, he's interesting. On global, if he basically just has a higher stat gain, which I'm assuming he will, because he has the same base stats on global and JP, it's just that he gets a higher stat. He just has more attack on global by 1100, more HP by like 900 or something. I think his defense is the same. So on global, with 3 key and just the same passive plus 3 key to extreme, he's definitely up here. On JP, S tier. He's get hit pretty hard. Amazing links, of course, because he's Goku Black card. Just solid option. Really good against Goku's family. If he had his passive exclusively, like if his passive wasn't against Goku's family, he just had his full passive always, he'd definitely be up here. Since it's just Goku's family, though, I'm going to leave him here. Okay. Alright, next we got the king himself, Physical Vegeta Blue. A little bit of cut there, don't worry about that. So, Physical Vegeta Blue is... Alright, the problem with him is compared to the AGL Super Vegito, I'm still putting him in A tier because he's just really good. So compared to the other two Vegeta Blues, LR, which I can't see here, but it's tech as well, he has Prepare for Battle and Overrun and Flash, which is nice. Physical Vegeta Blue also has, of course, 40% damage reduction on normals, and he has counters, which is something that's going to let him increase his chance to get an AA from the dupe system as long as he gets attacked first. The problem is, though, 40% reduction isn't that great. Like I said, Physical Super Vegito has 50% reduction, he's still tanking a lot. I believe Physical Super Vegito also has higher defense base. He's just not that great. Not that great compared to the other two. He definitely does. He has what he needs to be an A tier, of course, because he's better than all of these people, even with 2 replacements. You can argue that his defense is better than Tech, but the problem with Tech is that, or the problem with saying that is that Tech, basically 1 to 2 supers, is going to get you essentially the same reduction, unless you're doing a really hard event. And if you're doing a really hard event, it's besides SBR, from the get, he's going to build up even higher than that. So, Physical is definitely a good A tier option. So, AGL Rose, I want to put him in the same A tier as them. I kind of feeling B, though. And the only reason I'm feeling B is because Extreme AGL, so it's basically his use. No, he's still really good if you don't have STR, but the problem is STR exists, and STR destroys him. It's not. So his damage is actually not like ridiculously far off from okay, well, it's pretty far off, but it's not in a different dimension than STR. Just STR is so much more. So AGL Rose is really gonna have a hard time competing against STR, because even like I said with Physical, even though there's arguments to him, he does have something that he does have stuff that this one doesn't have. He doesn't have anything compared to STR. STR is just a complete and utter upgrade. There's no debate that the STR is an absolute and complete and utter upgrade. So yeah, A tier is tough for me to put him in. I'm definitely feeling, because Extreme AGL SBR, I mean, there's just too many good there's a lot of good Extreme AGL units right now. He's not really necessary. I'm gonna kick him to B. So after that we have, I believe it's no, it's STR Cell. Yeah. So STR Cell. C tier. Same issue with a lot of these lower cars, that they have replacements. He gets destroyed by this man. He does have shocking speed over him, but that's about it. And even on androids, he's not going to go with the LR cell. You're going to have the TUR with him. I guess he's decent to go with the LR cell if you don't have the TUR, which is reasonable to assume considering you need extra copies of LR cell. But he's just not great. He does have that AoE gimmick, but getting 11 keys sometimes exactly is going to be a little annoying. So I guess he has a little bit of World Tournament uses, but not really. His damage is bad anyway. He can stack attack and defense, which makes him, or I believe it's attack and defense, but that makes him good on the Goku event to some degree. If he had a start of turn defensive buff, that could stack purely with that. That'd be much better. But other than that, he's just decent. I don't think he's as bad as these two, because these two are just downgrades. Yeah, these two are just straight up downgrades, and he has a little bit over Tech Cell, but not very much at all. Because he does have a little bit more of a niche compared to him. So, next we have, so, Trunks emerged Zamasu, right? So Trunks is D tier, Trunks is not a good card. His damage is trash. I mean, you can nuke with him, but, you know, really what you want to do is give his orbs to someone like LR Gohan, I guess, on the old int team, but you wouldn't really want him in the int team at this point. He's just not a good card. Really, you don't want to mess with him. I guess he's more of a filler option. He's not even the best Super Saiyan Trunks from the future, because, okay, there's the LR one, and then there's the physical one, which are both much better than him. I guess he's a little bit closer to the LR one. The LR one's only fighting one enemy, but regardless, just not that great. So we're leaving in D tier. He's not. It's not a good card. Especially since if you want to use his orbs on someone else, and that he needs int orbs to get his attack buff instead of just any orbs. It's only 50% to 15% as well. So, yikes. So, in contrast, where did I put him? I am such a cheesehead. Alright, so Tech Merge Zamasu, A tier. I'm putting him in A tier because, first of all, he's still the best Merge Zamasu. Also, his damage output's pretty good. He's on, since he gets a pure boost from support, on Realm of Gods, since you're running support off rotation, like if you do as a Zamasu or Zamasu rotation, if you don't have like STR Rose, I'd say he's better than ATR Rose, so if you don't have STR Rose, that's going to work well for you, especially once Zamasu transforms, he gets Godly Power. He shares Godly Power, Nightmare, everything with that. And then, yeah, so he's not going to interact with your, if you're running the best team minus STR Rose, he's not going to interact with your super class units and debuff them. So, you can manage him. So yeah, definite A tier to me. He doesn't really have much defense, but you can kind of make up for that with Zamasu. Healing. Okay then. Also you can get big bad bosses easier just by letting him take a few hits, but regardless. So, even though big bad bosses at Rainbow is kind of a joke outside of something like SPR with the Goku event. So let's see. I believe it's in Blue Vegeta. Okay. In Blue Vegeta, no. So, I put him in B tier, but if EZA Blue Vegeta, or if Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, the tech one didn't get EZA. Because the Vegetas all have their own little niche, right? So there's movie Vegetas, which is like the movie hero. So the EZA one from the Broly event, and then the Resurrection F ones. There is this one from the Turn of Power, and then there's the one from the future, or for the Trunks arc. He used to be the best one from the Trunks arc. Tech slaps him. Tech doesn't have Fierce Battle, doesn't matter. Tech destroys him in every way, shape, and form. It's not even close. So, in Blue Vegeta, you can say in C. He does have Extreme Allies debuff, I guess, but, whatever. So 120 leads in that way. Alright, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the man himself. So, S tier, like I said, I'm going to be putting, good 120 leads in here. Super Saiyan 4 Goku can't defend, so he has these stack on a super attack. With defensive support, that's actually not too bad. But outside of that, he just doesn't defend very well. The thing that makes him this high, in my opinion, is just his ability to re-ran on Vegeta's lineage with one of the best teams in the game. On rotation with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, 50% links, 4 key. Yeah. Even at 120, he's a force to be reckoned with that rotation. I mean, 120 is what he had originally, right? We saw how much of a force to be reckoned with he was there. So, yeah, Goku's a good card. Same thing goes for Vegeta. Vegeta actually has an additional SPR. He actually has a proper SPR stage right now, even though apparently new stages are coming. But let's see, Vegeta, yeah. So I was gonna put him in front of Goku, but anyway. So Vegeta is he better than Goku? Like I said, I'm not ranking this ordered, but I'm just saying this. You know what? Yes, he's better than Goku just because of the defense, and he has an SBR stage. You can go, and he has another category, even though he gets replaced by Super Saiyan for Vegeta. In the same regard, regardless. Anyway, so Vegeta is same niche as Goku, linked with LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Basically, yeah, that's this rotation with Vegeta, and the same rotation with full power Super Saiyan 4 with the other Goku. 1-2 punch, dick on anything you want to dick on. Yeah. And that's pretty much what he does. Better defense than Goku. Nice 120 at the start of turn. Doesn't hit nearly as hard as Goku. Lower attack, base attack, lower attack boost. But yeah, Vegeta is a good card. And that's why he's in S tier. Alright. Cooler is probably the best 120 lead. Him on Wicked Bloodline it's something to be seen. So, he's quite strong in Wicked Bloodline, of course. I should probably mention with Goku, siblings bond and / Goku family actually lets him have his 170 lead, which does make him the hardest hitting 120 lead, but, that's just something I can mention. Still worse than LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, so. Anyway, Cooler does not have a replacement. Cooler is extremely good on the Transformation Boost team and the Wicked Bloodline team. He's just linked with Frieza units well, has nice free links there for conquests, the whole shebang there. Good defense, good offense, solid card, probably the best 120 lead. Still not going to put him past S tier in my opinion though. So next is Super 17, I believe, and he is, he's not going to be ranked too high. Okay, B tier for Super 17. 1 second. He's just not good. He is the only Super 17 card besides the two little support ones that change orbs that away from the SRs, but you're not really going to run them. He's just extreme AGL. There's better Extreme AGL leads, to be honest. I mean, he's still the only one that gives 120 across the board Extreme AGL, but honestly, it doesn't matter. Better leads that you can run that have their own little categories, plus the Extreme AGL boost. He's unnecessary on androids. He just, you don't really run him on main rotation if you don't want to run him on main rotation most of the time, and if you don't, well, not going to get attack buff. I have to say, though, he does really good. He works very compatibly with physical Android 17 support buff to the defense support buff, since, he's damage reduction, like I said before. Damage reduction plus defense buff from someone else really works well. If you have your own defense buff plus damage reduction, that actually, I'll go over that in a second when I get to S tier Janemba. Okay. After Super 17's Kid Buu. Kid Buu has a big issue. No key, first of all, but that doesn't really matter because there's no reason to run in Kid Buu over physical. Literally no reason at all. Kid Buu, I guess he has healing this one, the Ant one, but other than that, physical Kid Buu is just going to be a much better choice. And yeah, so that's why Kid Buu is down here. Alrighty. Ink Gogeta and S tier. Now, Ink Gogeta. I still kind of want. So I would put him in A tier, but he's still good on Batara. As that little bridge, since he has experienced fighters, prepare for battle, over in a flash, fuse fighter, a bridge. I want to put I'll put him in S tier just because Patara makes him he's still really usable on that team, even though S tier claps him in every other regard. So that's the only reason I'm putting in S tier. He's probably like high A if I'm being honest, but I'll just leave him in S tier because I want my boy Gogeta to not feel as bad. So, in Gogeta, yep, good on Batara. Just worst S tier Gogeta, other than that. Can't defend, really, but, yeah. I guess it's better to get the LR, it's easier to get the LR Fusion with that, but still. Rainbow, I don't think so. So, after that, we have S tier Janemba. So, the reason I said I would go over S tier Janemba, you're B tier. So, the reason I said I'd go over S tier Janemba, with the damage reduction plus defense, so this Janemba has his own defense buff. This Janemba does not. They both block, they both block every type, which is basically 55% damage reduction. So 55% damage reduction plus no defense, you're still going to probably take hits on normals from stronger boss, especially since Janemba isn't that potent. He has the same issue that, I guess I didn't go over in Janemba's issue, where he's not really going to be, you're going to use him more for defensive stuff. You're not going to really need to use him on stuff like Dokkan events. Even though he can still hit pretty hard, it's just like there's better options offensively than him. But he just hits for nothing. He doesn't have the same good attack that Janemba has, or good to great. He just has bad. It's 80% attack buff, nothing else, not great. Offensively, he can dodge. I guess he didn't get hit before he can dodge, but it doesn't really matter. He's just bad STR. He's just bad in Janemba with a 120 leader skill. So, yep, that is why he's in B tier. So, next we got physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So where does he stack up against Tech? Same tier, not anything special beyond that. He's worse, I'd say, for sure. But basically, yeah, same thing. I went over this with Tech, but if you can't get the 11 key for Tech, then physical is going to do more damage. But Tech just has so much more defensive potential than physical. Is just, I think physical is just worse for the most part. Alright, so last 120 lead, Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Oh boy, my favorite. B tier. So, I'd say it's the worst 120 lead, but these two just have better options, so he's probably, you could argue he's better than them. But, okay, so he has some usage with the new LR Broly, since he has Extreme Tech Sub, I should say. He'd be a decent linking partner. He can put him in the front to take some hits, even though the Tech doesn't get a defense above 40 attack. You can put him in front to really get damage if you want to try to get that Berserker link active, but, that's your own discretion. He doesn't really work that well. I mean, he does what he needs to do. He does damage, doesn't do an absurd amount of damage, and he loses a lot of defense. Definitely could have designed him better. If they really wanted him to be a glass cannon, they could have made him hit much harder. But, as he stands out, B tier. I don't think I can fault. He's still the best Super Saiyan 3 Broly. The only other one is the free-to-play one. So I'm not going to run down to C tier, but definitely B tier option. Okay, category lead. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. They do S tier. Gogeta does what he needs to do. Basically, Shadow Dragon and Movie Heroes Left Fusion is his team. Guess he's not optimal on Movie Hero Fusion anymore on Global, and eventually on JP when the LR, Gohan, and Goten come out. But he does what he needs to do. He counters 70% chance, which is very good. His defense, if you're not getting hit before he supers, so after he supers, he can usually tank normals, and if he has type disadvantage, or you're going up against a harder event, he's not going to tank normals with just a 50% defense boost. Same thing, you can get a pure defense boost as well, but you know, that's just something that's not going to work too well on the teams he's on. I guess Shadow Dragon is with Kid Buu, but his key is him not having prepare for battle isn't really an issue on his teams, since on Shadow Dragons he has Shocking Speed, GT, and then on Fusion he has Fuse Fighter and Over to Flash. Him not having Saiyan Roar is of course a little annoying, but I guess it was a little too strong at the time, they thought. No, I don't think so, but it'd still be a lot stronger with Saiyan Roar, so maybe. Anyway, so he's definitely gonna solid SS tier option. Omega S tier. Probably like top of S tier if I'm being honest. No, I'll put him there. See, the only thing about Omega is just worse. Omega's team is really good because the LR Super Saiyan 4s, and then him, and then full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But it's just worse pure Saiyans. I guess he's not on pure Saiyans, but still. It's just worse pure Saiyans, especially because of this guy. So yeah. His team is really good. Him himself does some decent damage. Doesn't have too much defense. I guess he debuffs, but yeah, S tier option, I guess. So S tier option. Whew. Alrighty. S tier Ultimate Gohan. What am I gonna do with you? S tier Ultimate Gohan. What is that? Huh. That's a little weird. Anyway, so S tier Ultimate Gohan is A tier. I'll put him with his other counterpart. Not the worst. Category lead, not the best, of course. I'd probably put him above Int a little bit, just because he's a little more defensive utility to the team. I wish he gave 3 key. Like, if he came out closer today, definitely give 3 key plus defense like S tier Rose does. Other than that, he's just, the guard he has is a little bit inconsistent, maybe 25% or 30, whatever it is. He's not that bad. On Goku's families, or on, I guess, Goku's family siblings bond, definitely good. He can do some powerful damage, just the same problem with Int, that it's even worse for him because he needs ki, and Int doesn't. That he just doesn't work with ki on that team. No key support, and no prayer for battle, so it's a little bit sad, but I'll put him in A tier for now. In Golden Frieza, Angel Golden Frieza, S tier. I'm going S tier. Of course, Resurrected Warriors, good team. Not great. I wish he's probably not the best leader for it, but he works fine. Revival. With a Bojack rotation, LR Broly rotation, you would have wanted him to have Forever Battle, but he's not going to have Forever Battle, obviously. Yeah, S tier for him. I wish he didn't debuff Superclass. It'd be a lot more useful on Representatives Universe 7, but really, Wicked Bloodline is really what you're going to do. Ooh, alright, so, a little bit of an error there, but next up is Physical Super Judo, SS tier. Okay, well, yeah, SS tier. So, one of the hardest things in the game, even if you don't include the support boost to allies. Him, Batara is just beastly. His own team is pretty trash. Majin Buu Saga is not great. I mean, he does some good damage on there, but other than that, it's not that great of a team. So the problem with him, like I said before, he doesn't tank as well as AGL on normals, and he obviously doesn't tank supers at all, neither of them do. But his damage and his just overall damage potential is just ridiculous, so that's why he's an SSS. So sorry if you don't like that one. Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. Now, the thing about Super Saiyan 3 Bardock is he's an SS tier unit. Like, I think he's the perfect definition of an SS tier unit. Very good link set, Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle, First Awaken, Experienced Fighters, then nice Prepared Battle over in a Flash combo there, then Limit Breaking Form for Super Saiyan 3 units. Good defense, good offense. His offense is more potent, especially when you include his support pass to all allies, or to super class allies when you're at 70% or below HP. That can be a little bit annoying at Rainbow, especially to activate on stronger, tankier teams like Pure Saiyans, for example, or Goku's family. But on his own team, it's not very tanky, so that's not that bad, unless you're running something like him, or the Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Anyway, he's an SS tier. I think it's a very good pick for an SS tier unit. Alright, where is he? There he is. Oh, well, gotta put him in SSS. Sorry, boys, but hardest hitting Tiora in the game. Dumb unit. His defense leaves a little bit to be desired. So the problem with him is defensively is that his best teams only have 130% defense, which can definitely hurt his stack. Like I said before, defensive support units like Kid Buu, for instance, on Realm of Gods, will definitely help his defensive capabilities. Also on Realm of Gods, he has Blue Gogeta to help him out, taking hits. But if you do take a lot of hits with him, that's not that bad because the Rose and Zamasu rotation, these two down here, might be able to get big bad bosses, but still, he still is very good defensively, to be honest. With a couple of super attacks, he should be tanking normals on Dokkan events at least. On the Goku's family, or the Goku legendary event, he can build up defense quite well to the point where he can tank normals from UI Goku, but supers will still pretty much shred him. Other than that, yeah, just overall a good card. Super Battle Road, it's not his greatest place. Patara SBR, he's pretty good in if you use the correct variant of him with 15 additional and 11 crits, since he can build up pretty quickly. Definitely a very good unit. LRVB, he does have to compete with a little bit sometimes, but Tech VB is definitely, I'd say, a better unit overall. Especially damage-wise. Damage-wise, not even close. So, let's see here. Are we talking Anniversary? We're talking Anniversary. Alright, LR Fusions, you're SS tier. At Rainbow, okay, their key isn't that great. Even though they get +2 from Rainbow Key Warps, it works, but their 18 keys is as consistent as you like, probably. I mean, you can definitely get it a lot, but there's a lot of instances where it's going to be a little bit tough to get. They're good defensively, offensively. 120 attacking defense on an LR is going to do that. Their offense is a little bit low for an LR at Rainbow just because of their lack of being able to get 18 keys super consistently. Once they transform, okay, they transform on the Goku event, right? And that's when they're ridiculous, but outside of that, they're not going to really transform at Rainbow, and they're going to be sitting there as good tanks, or decent tank. Pretty good tank, pretty good offensive unit, that's about it. That's pretty much putting up here. It's just that they're pretty good defense and offense, or as I said, at a level of LR. So that's going to put them up here. Compared to someone who's like a good offensive and defensive unit, that's in here because they're not an LR. Even though, honestly, probably... no, we're not going that far. Okay, so... Oh my god, I forgot STR Rose. Well, STR Rose is SS tier. He's probably SS, actually. No, he's just too good overall. His offense isn't going to be as potent as anyone up here. And maybe closer to the LR Fusions, but... just as utility, 3 key, 50% defense to extreme, giving ally buff, just a lot of potency there. A lot of teams works with LR Goku Black and Zamasu, and he also works with the new Zamasu, or I guess he's not that new at this point, but you know, latest Dokkan Fest on JP, so sure, he can be new. Yeah, so Rose, you're chilling there. Also, Gogeta is better than Vegito at Rainbow for the most part, except for that Goku event. But I guess he has type advantage, and he doesn't at the last stage. But regardless, just because their stats are worse, I'd say. They have a higher defense stat, but it doesn't really matter. This offensive stat's going to matter more. But obviously when they transform, Vegito slaps. But anyway. So, pre-anniversary, or post-anniversary, I should say. So, UI Goku? Okay, well, I kind of want to put UI Goku in D tier because UI Goku is absolute trash. If you use UI Goku, you might as well shoot yourself in the head. So that's all I have to say on UI Goku. So next we have Tierlist. Okay, so UI Goku's S tier. He's just not fantastic. He's definitely been his. The reason I just did that is because people wanked him so much, and it annoyed the absolute hell out of me. But good offense, good defense, I guess. 100% attack and defense is okay. When he transforms, it's a little annoying. Transform at Rainbow and stuff outside of SPR. When he transforms, he can be a little bit inconsistent. Because he loses his defense buff and just has 70% chance to dodge, which works most of the time. But when it doesn't, it hurts. Anyway, yeah. Also disables guard when he transforms, which is a nice little thing. But his offense, okay. The offense isn't that high, to be honest. He's good on Representative Universe 7. Or at least good as a unit, because he's going to give 6 key to the LR from Terminal Power over to Flash, but, you know, he's just okay. So, I'm just going to put Evolution, okay, I'll do Jiren with Evolution, Blue Vegeta's, that's when he got Awakening, since that's when he's got an Awakening. So, Tierlist, S tier, Tierlist is just really good. If he didn't transform, honestly, he'd be much higher in the SS tier. I'm still not doing this in order, but I'm just saying he's not too high on this tier. If he didn't transform, it'd be a lot better, but at Rainbow, staying above 80% isn't that bad. So, you're not going to really get a chance to do his transformation. Usually. Super Battle Road, not fantastic, but that's just because he doesn't have defense in his passive. But he's very good at keeping teams consistent. He's probably the leader of the optimal, movie boss team just because of the new LR Broly. So you can run double Tierlist and then the physical Golden Frieza from the Broly story event, which is going to keep the LR getting his 18 key more consistently. And obviously you can't run the DBS Broly with the new LR Broly because they have the same name because they're dumb and they did that. So yeah, Tierlist definitely SSS tier. So yeah, there you go. And this tier's name I'm realizing is fucking dumb. So oh well, we're already this far in. Blue Vegeta. Okay, so no, you're not Blue Vegeta. Oh yeah, well, I'm just gonna keep these two down here for now. Absolute trash units. But anyway, Blue Vegeta is SS tier as well. Yeah, I should probably move Gyros down here. I like Gyros more than Kid Buu, so no, fuck you. Blue Vegeta is very good. He's good offensively, good defensively, on 8 category teams plus Goku's family. And in combination as well because he works there as well. He's on so many fucking teams, or you put him on so many teams. Just a great card. His transformation is a little bit annoying, but even untransformed, the 2 stacks of his ability to get additional attack, basically a Rainbow with 11 additional attack, you have a higher chance of getting an additional attack than not, which is very nice. So, Blue Vegeta, additional attack for the potential system, I should say, of course, but yeah, Blue Vegeta SS tier, very good unit. Collapse UI Goku. Okay. Jiren. Jiren is S tier with UI Goku. Let's put him right over there. So, the epic showdown here. So, Jiren has the same, I'd say, problem as UI Goku, just good offensively, defensively. He does has a gimmick of stunning, which is good on SBR. It's a little inconsistent, of course. 25% chance, I believe it is. Medium. 30. Whatever. Same shit. So, guaranteed crit on stunning is nice. Doesn't work too much on Dokkan events, but oh well. But other than that, he's just good offensively, good defensively, like UI Goku is. They're good link partners as well, Godly Power and Fierce Battle. Terminal Power for Ki, of course. Alright. Hopping into this man right here. That's an F Mega, my guy. Physical Future Gohan is... okay. Yeah, so he's here. Everything besides the Goku family event, not good at all. He's been replaced as the future leader, so don't need him at all. The Goku event he's good in, though. And that's pretty much the only place he shines. Similar to another unit down here, but we'll get to him in a second. So, here he is, full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So SS tier, like I said, this thing is going to get saturated later on. Ridiculous offense, ridiculous okay, so his defense, it works well enough, as well as you want it to. His offense is ridiculous on this team, right here, Goku's family, Well, this guy, yeah, that's death. No, I'm getting too ahead of myself. All right, let me actually drop these out of D tier real fast. Yeah, so SS tier, good, amazing offense. One of the higher TUR hardest hitters, probably in the top 10 for Rainbow. Yeah, well, he's 4.1 with 150 on average, so yeah, he should be. Just really good unit. And yeah, that's why he's in SSS tier. So, we got some shame like gay shit. Anyway, 17, I'm putting you in SS tier. 17 is very good unit. Goku and Frieza basically is one of the reasons he's so high, but other than that, 3 key and 60% to all allies, really good. Android team is kind of a dead in the water right now, but he's gonna represent Universe 7. Her power he's good on as well, but don't want to run as much on that because of Khalifa and Kill. Anyway, SS tier I think is a good spot for him. Overall, nice damage. He gets when he gets his damage reduction, it's nice as well. 77%, 77% isn't that bad, so you can get that sometimes, especially on the Goku event. He's definitely good, one of the best. If you want to try taking the Goku event with Representative Universe 7, he's gonna be one of your big players. All right. Oh, transforming Goku, like A tier. I don't like transforming Goku. He is annoying. He is inconsistent. He's just not. Alright, so he's inconsistent links. I should specify. I just don't like him that much. He's good defensively. Of course, damage reduction plus defense. Very good 1-2 punch there. His offense is alright, I suppose. He's not going to really transform. See, on the Goku's event, you kind of, to be honest, you might want to reverse him so he can infinitely stack defense, because he stops at blue. On Dokkan events, he's not going to get to blue. He's probably not going to get to God in most cases. Unless you're fucking around or using a bad team. So, A tier, he's just not. I don't think he's good enough to be S. Okay. You know, I kind of think he's like. No, his team, Super Class 120 isn't that fantastic as a leader still. I mean, it's really good because it's really diverse, but it's not that strong. Okay, so transforming Frieza. Alright, so S tier or SS tier? That's tough for me. I kind of want to put him up here, but healing isn't as important as you kind of want it to be. He's not, tanking is okay, I suppose. S tier. Because, alright, so healing's nice, of course, but it's not that important in most scenarios. You know, Easy A's is pretty nice. But if you're trying to go super high in the Super Saiyan 3 Goku Easy A to get some money, it doesn't really matter that much. There's better Easy A's to go super high in. His defense isn't fantastic. I mean, he loses it like Goku, it reduces as he goes in forms, but he still has that stack, which keeps it pretty much the same, give or take. Once he goes golden for the Goku's event, he's not going to be that great. Does he stack when he's reversed? Probably does. So, hey, you might want to try to use reverse hit on the Goku event, see how that goes. He's tech, so whatever. He's S tier. I kind of want to put an SS tier, but no, I'm good. Well, again, 122 extremes, Masu just overtakes that, just like Trunks overtakes Goku. Yeah, Masu's a better card than Frieza, and Trunks is a better card than Goku. So, yeah, a little disappointing on the 250 million download Dokkan events there. Good thing the LR was ridiculous. Anyway, moving on. Transforming Boo. A tier. Yeah, he's just not great. His team is really good. I'll give him that, but he doesn't really work too well with the super class units that you want to run. Definitely waiting on a new transformation boost leader. He's alright. 5 turns is a little while for 80% attacking defense. Definitely didn't need to be that low, and 5 turns is a little long before he can actually start being useful compared to someone like Blue Gogeta, who is useful before he's better than Ink Gogeta before he transforms. After he transforms, oh boy. But 5 turns is too much for him. His best form is locked behind or low HP restriction as well. I mean, okay, so his best form pick Buikalo is just good because defense is important key. Buhan is definitely a good form as well, because you're rarely raising attack and defense when you have 120% attacking defense. The defense especially is good, and the healing is nice, but A tier because he's just not great. Let's see here. Next, who do we have? Did I drop physical Broly out of D tier? Oopsie. So, I dropped Omega as well. That's yikes. And Trunks. Can you not thing? Alright, so. Eeny, meeny, miny. Okay, so Goku Black. Okay, well, we'll just go by JP like I was. Goku Black's A tier as well. Yeah. They're not great. They're not. Goku Black's not great. Goku event. He has the same thing in the Goku event where he can be good, just like Future Gohan, because he can influence greatly raise his defense. The thing is though that he doesn't have a star of turn boost to really help him that. But if you run S tier Rose with him, then you can kind of mitigate that. Going to Goku event, not really good too much. His team is really nice, but other than that, he's just solid unit. Solid enough to be an A tier, so not this kind of solid. Pretty bad actually. Okay, anyway, before I start insulting Goku Black more. Ooh, I forgot this man. Oopsie. Well, S tier. I just put him. I automatically knew where he was going. Good on movie heroes. It's basically worse you. It's basically you can last longer, but he's just worse you, for the most part. But you can obviously run them together, but still. Got a Super Saiyan 3. Not as good as him, but still an S tier. That was quick. So let's see. And middle coolers before Goku Black. Oh, we're just falling apart here. All right. Well, long session. Middle cooler is SS tier, not that high. This one. Yeah, middle cooler's really good. His team's really good. His ability to build up is nice. Pretty strong offensively. Pretty strong defensively. I mean, yeah, it's pretty strong offensively. Pretty strong defensively. Good team. Limited team, but good team. They just go 170 across the board, and then Extreme AGL. Really good unit. Does heal a little bit as well. And it's a nice type of healing because it's a nice type of healing for someone like Tierlist because you can stop Turtles from transforming by doing an end of turn rather than start of turn. Because the extra 7%, say you were at like 74, a normal start of turn unit that heals 7. It'll also be after you take down. Yeah, he's good. So SS tier for Metal Cooler. Basically, the point was that say you were at like 80. So say he was going to transform if you were below 80%, but then he knocks you to 81 before the turn starts. That's basically what the point was. Okay. We'll go with transforming. Alright. These two. Gogeta is SSS. He's probably the best SSS, to be honest. Broly is up there as well. So, Gogeta. Man. So, one of the hardest hitting TURs. Broly's up there as well. That Rainbow, of course. He's just, wow. He just does everything that you want him to do. He doesn't have support, but that's it. Geez. His team's pretty, I say fairly limited, but it doesn't really matter. It's a small stack of good units, just like his team is. Except Blue Gogeta himself is just, his damage, even before he transforms, his utility, his defense, 25% chance to dodge, 100% attack and defense. He just hits. He's stronger than Gogeta even with experienced fighters. He has a slightly lower attack stat, but since the 20 in additional, he averages more than Gogeta untransformed. And when he transforms, Blue Gogeta is stupid. Blue Gogeta has like 5.8 million attack per turn when he's in blue. His overall is like 4.2. Broly is close to that. It's like 5.6 transform, but Broly's at like 4.1 because you have he has like 90.8% uptime for blue. He has like 50% because he's off rotation and turn 4, and still Gogeta's ahead of him because Broly untransformed is a little bit annoying. Speaking of Broly, let's talk about him a little bit. Okay, movie bosses 170 and full power. That is an amazing leader skill. So sad, man. They didn't need to make the LR Broly the same name. They didn't even make him even the same name as a Broly in the first place. But they did. So, let's talk about him like he is. You can run his version of movie bosses, which is the same one as always. LR Gohan, LR Broly, Beerus, LR Beerus, then float 2 of them, and floats both of them and Turles. Or you can just not run him and just run the Turles variant now, but still a really good card. Good defense, not as good as him. Good offense, not as good as him. He's just not as good as Gogeta. He has amazing links, though. I'll give him that. If he had a little more links active, then it would be better than Gogeta offensively. So Physical Broly is gonna definitely sit in SS though. Alright, LR Super Saiyan 4s. You see I left the Z tier open here? Yeah, where do you think they're going? Both of them, Z tier, Goku's better, but both of them are way above everyone else. Hello. Goku's legendary event, I guess the only place where they would be better is because their active skill time would be atrocious in that. It'd be like 5%, but regardless, outside of that, they're ridiculous. Goku is one of the hardest hitting units in the game. Vegeta is up there, not quite as high as Goku, but even still, both ridiculous. Dumb units, ridiculous teams. There's not really much to say on them. They're just better than everyone else on here. It's not really close. Okay, so Kid Goku, Rainbow, free dupe, he'd be a lot higher. Rainbow is like SS tier. Super Battle Road, you can get his active skill, really nice. Really does a lot of damage on the turn, crits on everything, ridiculous. Dokkan events, you're probably not going to get his active skill most of the time, because 59% on teams, unless you sabotage yourself. Not that consistent. When he doesn't have an active skill, when he doesn't, or just on normal turns, he's not that strong. To be honest, pretty weak. But overall, really good card. You can build up. Good on Goku event, not fantastic because he doesn't infinitely stack or anything, but really good over solid option like everyone else in SS tier. Alright, his own team's also really good. Youth, and then Boyhood Saga has a good range of options. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably talk about how these two teams are also stupidly big, but especially Goku's. But yeah, they're both insane. Transforming Vegeta, you are SS. He doesn't have as much splash ability as this Vegeta, even though he's a better pure Saiyans later. Because this Vegeta can just splash on any team off rotation, doesn't matter. He needs to kind of stay on rotation to get stronger. I appreciate him having Saiyan Pride. Stupid fucking evolution movie. They give Saiyan Pride to the man. They talk about Saiyan Pride every episode, but regardless, not salty or anything. He works on this team well. You could honestly just run, if you don't have like LR Trunks or something, you just run this as a rotation, then Super Saiyan 4, and the other Vegeta's a Super Saiyan 4, this Goku right here, and the other one's a rotation. Because he has Saiyan Pride, which is not quite as good as Saiyan Roar, it's 10% off, but still. This Vegeta is not going to get past God, just like transforming Goku is not going to really, or not even going to get to God in most situations, but very good, solid option. Like most units in SS tier. Hito is also SS tier. His defense is pretty bad, but on Super Battle Road, it doesn't really matter on Dokkan events. On Super Battle Road, you can really only use him on Extreme Stage, but he can stun. Extreme Tech as well, he can stun. His stunning part of his pass is a little bit pretty inconsistent, so his overall damage output on the regular isn't that high. Obviously reads Universe 6 like Universe Survival Saga, which is one of the most ridiculous teams in the game. So that's one of the reasons he's up so high. So, Hit, you get to be here. You're not a Metacooler's way like above you though, so okay. I guess I'll go with Zamasu and Trunks first. Zamasu is SS tier, Trunks is SS tier. They're both SS tier. Undisputably, they're like here. That's what I'm feeling with them. I like Zamasu better than Trunks, even though Trunks... Actually, okay, I kind of like Trunks better than Zamasu, but I like Zamasu's team better than Trunks'. Trunks' team is literally just these two, and then Goku and Frieza, plus Tien. Trunks is just a bitch for these guys. Even though he's at 170, they're at 120 on his team. It doesn't matter. He's pretty good on his own, especially on the Goku. He's the second best unit, I'd say, for the Goku event. Or at least he's up there, with obviously Lark Leaf and Killer the best. Zamasu's team, 170-year-old gods, dumb. Like, this rotation right here, these two, dumb. Absolutely stupid. This rotation here, still really strong. 170-year-old gods is just dumb. Yep, and that's why Zamasu and Trunks are the SS tier. Okay, well, LR Gohan. Okay, there's one more in the Z tier, boys. LR Gohan and Goten, otherwise known as LR Go Bros, even though I don't like calling them that, but I just did. So, they average more than Super Saiyan 4 Goku when they have 0% active skill uptime. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about them.
It's only on their own team, though, where they get a lot of key with some support units and orb changers and everything like that. Doesn't matter. They're stupid. LRs, them giving LRs additional attacks and stuff is just wow. Boy, did it just explode. LR can live and kill them. The Broly is also really strong as well. But he's not on here. Of course, he's not an defense exclusive. So, yeah, them and SPR is also ridiculous. They stack up really nice. Goku Vent, I don't know, because they're tech and they're not going to stack that high. They're going to be probably like set around like 200k. Okay, if the support go on with them, probably a lot higher because all in the family plus 40% defense support's only a 50%, 58% start return. But regardless, ridiculous unit. Yeah, they're probably better than Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So yeah, this is the list, and that is it. Hope you hated yourself while watching this because tier lists are absolute trash, and the fact that you watched this makes me kind of disappointed in humanity. So goodbye.